NASCAR is at Daytona International Speedway for August 22nd through the 23rd of 2025. This weekend is the Xfinity Series Wawa 250 and the Cup Series Coke Zero Sugar 400. The Truck Series will be back next week at Darlington for the first week of their playoffs. Last weekend in the Truck Series E-Row 250 at Richmond, leader Ty Majeski would get spun out by Matt Crafton, who announced that he will be retiring at the end of this season, and Majeski is replacing him in the 88 truck. Majeski had led a race-high 143 laps up to that point. Corey Heim would lead the rest of the race for a total of 75 laps and get his 7th win this season. Ty Majeski second, and Lane Riggs third. Corey Heim ended the final standings in first. Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith round out the top three in the final driver standings for the season. Here are your truck playoff drivers in order from 1st to 10th. Corey Heim, Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith, Daniel Hemrick, Tyler Ankrum, Ty Majeski, Grant Enfinger, Raja Caruth, Caden Honeycutt, and Jake Garcia. Good luck to all the playoff drivers. In the Cup Series Cookout 400 at Richmond, Austin Dillon was the winner for back-to-back Richmond summer races, leading 107 laps. Once Dillon got the lead, he proved to be the dominant car. No controversy for Dillon in this year's race, just a solid win for Dillon at Richmond. Alex Bowman second and Ryan Blaney third. One race to go in the regular season. William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Denny Hamlin are your top three. With the DNF for Elliott at Richmond, William Byron has secured the regular season title for the first time in his Cup career. Hamlin, Van Gisbergen, and Larson remain in the top three of the playoff standings. Austin Dillon moves to 14th with the win. This moves Chris Buescher to last man out in 17th. The action on Friday starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with Xfinity qualifying on the CW app. Cup qualifying is at 5:05 p.m. Eastern Time on True TV. The Xfinity Series Wawa 250 is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW. The final event is the Cup Series Coke Zero Sugar 400 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday on NBC. That is all for the weekend at Daytona. The weather for this weekend doesn't look very good, with highs around 90 degrees and a 60 to 70% chance of rain each day. So I think we will have a few rain delays this weekend. That is all for the Daytona weather. In the 2024 Wawa 250, Ryan Truex would take the win under caution when the 16 car of A.J. Allmendinger would spin out and wreck. This would be the second win of the season for Truex. Chandler Smith second and Parker Kligerman third. In the 2025 Xfinity Series Wawa 250, Austin Hill is my pick to win. If he does, Hill will not receive any playoff points as his penalty for wrecking Eric Almirola at Indy. Austin Hill has 9 wins on speedway tracks that now include Atlanta. He has 3 wins at the Daytona season opener in 2022, 2023, and 2024. He also won the Spring Atlanta race this year. From what I could find online, Hill has led a total of 181 laps at Daytona in the Xfinity Series since joining the series full-time in 2022. Only 54 of those laps were in the summer race. I think it is his time to take his spring success to the summer race this year. Justin Allgaier is my first wild card. Allgaier won the 2023 Summer Daytona race, leading 14 laps. Allgaier has 3 wins on the season and is currently second in both driver and playoff standings. If he can avoid wrecking on Friday night, he stands a good chance of being in the mix for the win. Jesse Love is my last wild card. Love is very fast when it comes to qualifying on superspeedway tracks. In his short Xfinity career, Love has 6 poles on those tracks. He also got his first Xfinity win at Talladega last season and won at Daytona earlier this year. The speed he has on this style of track will eventually lead to more victories, in my opinion. In the 2024 Coke Zero Sugar 400, Harrison Burton would get the lead on the final lap to get his only Cup Series victory. This really turned up the heat on the win and you're in the playoffs debate. Kyle Busch second and Christopher Bell third. In the 2025 Coke Zero Sugar 400, Austin Cindric is my pick to win. Cindric won the Spring Talladega race this year. He also won the 2022 Daytona 500, so he has that under his belt. In the last 7 races at Daytona, Cindric has led 121 laps, which is second most among active drivers. First wildcard is William Byron. Byron is the back-to-back Daytona 500 champion, and that is why I have him as a wildcard in this race. He is also the 2025 regular season champion, and with that, he should be in the mix to win on Saturday night. Final wildcard is Ryan Blaney. I just think that he is going to have a great race on Saturday. He is currently first in the power rankings. He is currently 5th in the driver standings and 7th in the playoff standings as of now. He also has 1 win on the season in the Cracker Barrel 400 at Nashville. Although he has only led 23 laps at Daytona, according to what I could find, he is due for some magic at Daytona this year. Everything always hinges on avoiding any wrecks that happen at superspeedway tracks. So if my picks can manage to do that, I think we will have a successful day with one of them winning on Saturday night. Let me know who you have winning in any of the races at Daytona this weekend. And as always, thanks for watching.